All right, folks, welcome back to the Live at a Dollar Podcast Network. It's that time again where we're going to do our football pod. We're going to talk about all the games coming up. We're going to recap the week that was, talk about the week that is, and we'll go over our picks as well, a couple hot takes as well. Normally, we have 4 people sitting at the table right now. JT decided to leave for Vegas, and CJ, I think, went with him. I don't even know where CJ is at this point now. So it's okay. We got me and Peezy here, and Kobe's in the back, so you're going to hear a third voice as well. Peezy, welcome back to the football podcast. Now, look, you got center stage at this point. You're even in the center of the table at this point as well. Welcome back.
Let's do it.
All right, so let's recap last week. I have a couple things I'm going to throw out there. I know you're a Ravens guy. I know you were talking about it last week. Are they the biggest underachievers of the season and possibly of the last 5 years? I can't believe their record, and now Lamar's a little nicked up.
Yeah, I mean, going into this season, definitely thinking Ravens Super Bowl favorites.
Right.
And then they had a crazy loss week 1 versus the Bills.
I wasn't really worried after that one.
Yeah.
But
and
now
they get the win
right.
versus the Browns, and
Right.
then they just dropped 2 in a row.
Crazy.
Lions, Chiefs, and now Lamar is week to week with a hammy. I mean, it was. I think they had the hardest 4 first games.
Yeah,
in
no, it wasn't easy.
season.
Right.
And I don't think they got dominated in any game except the Chiefs game. So it's like these next 4 games are crucial to see what they look like towards the end of the season. So I'm a hold off on the Ravens. I think they get back to 500 in these next 4 games, so they'd have to go at 3-1. I think they pull that off and then reset and go from there. And then luckily, that division isn't doing the best right now either.
Burrow hurt since he's kind of out in that point too.
Browns just switched
Cleveland, right? Dylan Gabriel now and there, right? So
they got a chance. They haven't played the Steelers yet, so
right.
Those are 2 huge games that they're gonna have to win if they want to win the division or make the playoffs. So.
Right. More concerning about the defense for that team, by the way, now than it is anything else, because that's what
I'm
used
to.
I'm used to like Ravens defense, like
having the best defense
every year. Maybe the offense struggles, but the defense keeps them in the games. Then Lamar finally just kind of pulls out of whatever he needs to pull out. This year, the Ravens defense, I think, if we go statistically, got to be bottom 5, if not worse.
I don't understand because this is like the same players they had when they had the best defense
Correct.
in the NFL.
Correct.
So it's like something's going on in Baltimore. I don't know what who the D coordinator is. Because it's the same pieces they had with them when they had the number 1 defense. So, or maybe it's just a 4-game sample against 3 of the biggest,
3
best
really good teams, right?
Offensively in the league. So we'll see.
Just sucks that Lamar now nicked up. If he was at 100%, it'd make me feel a little bit better about them. But him being nicked up does scare me a little bit. You did bring up Pittsburgh before. They're 3-1. Are you buying that they're a good team or just a good 3-1 start for the season?
I mean, they got a good.
I'm not asking Kobe this question because you know what his answer is going to be.
They got a good locker room in Pittsburgh. Mike Tomlin always does a good job no matter who he has in the locker room. And this year, I mean, adding Jalen Ramsey, DK Metcalf, Aaron Rodgers, that kind of like sets the tone in the locker room of like what we're trying to do. Like all those players, they like have some type of aura around them to bring everybody around them better. And then you combine them together. I mean, I think the Steelers are a pretty good team. They got to fix some things on defense. They played better last week though, but no, I think the Steelers could be really good too.
Right. It scares me a little bit with the Steelers. Kobe smiling in the back while this is going on. Kobe, you feeling good about your team right now?
I am, but like Peezy said, they played better defensively, but I don't know. Some of the decision-making in the fourth quarter was a little – they had that game won in 3 quarters.
Right.
It was a borderline blowout. Bad decision-making in the fourth. But real quick, back to the Ravens.
Yeah.
14 injuries right now.
Oof.
10 starters.
Wow. That is a lot.
Lamar, Marlon Humphrey's out. It's a lot of defensive players. Marlon Humphrey, Roquan, Nate Wiggins, Awuzie in the secondary, and then 2 more D linemen, and then Kyle Hamilton.
Right.
So
all right.
Their 3 best DBs
are out.
Didn't practice today.
Pease, I'm going to go back to what you said. I don't care who's the defensive coordinator. If you lost all those players, I don't care if you go. You can get Buddy Ryan from the grave at this point, and I don't think you're going to be able to do well there.
Yeah, who do they play this week? The Saints?
I hope so. That or Nova High School down the street, one of the two. Right.
Hold on real quick, sorry.
No, we'll get that. Don't worry. Baltimore's got a lot to work on right now. The fact that they have that many players out, you got to hope if Lamar gets healthy, those guys come back. It might be a big turnaround, like you said. But
home Texans.
Home versus Texans. All right, so if you're going to have a get-right game, right now the Texans might not be a bad team to play for a get-right game. You never know. We'll see. All right. One thing you did bring up last week was one of your hot takes. Jackson Dart coming in the game. Looked okay for a little bit. They got their first win, but what did it cost them? It costed them everything. Malik Neighbors now out for the year. That's a tough one for Giant fans, and I think even worse, it's a tough one for Jackson Dart for the rest of the season too. And it looks like they are going to have Scadaboo as the starting running back from now. Maybe he'll get 25 carries again. I don't know how they're going to roll that offense out, but what did you think of Dart's debut and now the next 6 to 8 to 10 weeks for that Giants team?
I mean, I think it went exactly how I wanted it to go. Like I said, I think the Giants and Jackson Dart, they could do something. It sucks that Neighbors is out for the year.
Worst.
They might need to get Odell off the couch for real and go to work.
That would
be something. You talk about what that would look like if Odell walks in your Giants with Jackson Dart.
Right.
Bro, that team, the locker room would instantly just go up.
I can't even imagine what that would be.
And then, we got the Saints this week. So, like I said, Jackson Dart's going to win 10 in a row. So, let's get number 2 this week.
All right. That's it. That would be an interesting one, too. Yeah, Saints are pretty stinky.
Get Jackson Dart, Odell Beckham.
That would be – wow. There's your hot take for this week as well. By the way, I'm here to say that I'm retracting my comments about Green Bay being the best team in the league after a tie with Dallas this week. And 2 weeks in a row really bad for Green Bay. Look, first, they looked really good in the beginning. They looked good. And then all of a sudden, meh. They hit the Cowboys and get a tie, which is the worst. By the way, NFL, do something about that. Like, you can't have ties in the NFL.
Insane.
Like, listen, you can't have a tie. You can't have a tie. You can't do that. Like, what are we? Are we a little league team that, like, okay, guys, no big deal. We played the time limit. Everyone go home now. So, the professional football players. I don't care what you got to do. I don't care if you have to have a 40-yard dash to see who's the winner. You got to do something.
No other league ties.
Right.
Except NFL. You can't tie in the NBA,
Nope.
MLB.
Nope.
Or
in hockey, they even have 3-on-3 in overtime if they need to.
And then a shootout.
College, how about the college?
Yeah.
Can we make a stand today? College football overtime for the NFL?
100%.
Can we do that?
You think they would do that? Like,
I don't know.
25-yard line in?
Why not?
That's the
Try
best
something.
overtime there is. And then you got to go for 2 in the second OT.
Right.
Like, that's the best OT there is.
That's it.
I like how they make teams drive down the field. I just don't like that tie aspect.
It's the worst. I don't care what they do. How about this,
Yeah.
Peezy? If you came up with any situation, I don't care what your scenario is, that we don't end in a tie, I vote for it.
That's how they do it in the playoffs.
Right.
Just do it what they do in the playoffs. You can't tie in the playoffs.
No, so just go with that and just have people do it. Even if you do the over, even if you start it over, after 15 minutes and have another, whatever it is. I don't care what. Don't have a tie. Like, these are grown ass men that get paid very well and they're professional football players. How do we have a tie in football? I don't understand. In the greatest sport in this country, the number one sport, the number one watch sport in the NFL, how do they still have a way that two teams after overtime can be tied and then we just say, okay, go back to your locker rooms, have a great night, we'll see you next week? Makes no sense, Peace.
That actually doesn't make sense.
That makes no sense.
Like, when you think about
Right.
it, it actually doesn't make sense.
Like, I'm not sitting here saying, God, I want to risk guys' health and this and that. I know it's a violent sport. I get it. You play. It's a violent sport. If you have to play an extra game on top of a game, it's probably not healthy for the players. Figure out a way. I don't care
it's
what you
literally,
have to
the
do.
NFL is literally the only place you could tie
That's it.
in soccer.
That's it. Right. In soccer, but they still, it doesn't make sense. I don't get it. But back to Green Bay. I'm kind of off the bandwagon for now until I see something else. I'm good. They are not the best team in the league. They're not the best team in the NFC. I retract my comments from a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, Green Bay, yeah. They show that they were just riding high
That's
off of
it.
2 games. And, people were talking about that defense, but Dallas put up 40.
40.
So it's like tie or not, win or loss, 40 points.
It's a moral loss. Forget
Yeah.
about a moral victory for so. It's a
That's-
moral victory for Dallas. It's a moral loss
For Green Bay.
at that point.
So
as
they
well.
lost to the Browns and tied with Dallas 2 games in a row.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Two of the worst teams in the league right now, and that's their last 2-week resume. That's not really good at that point. CJ's not here with us right now, but he made a comment about Genty in the preseason about that he's going to be a bust. That it's not going to be what we all think that he's going to be. I'll tell you what. I know it's only like a kind of 2-week or week and a half sample size. That boy looks good. He looks good. He looks
What do
really
you had?
good.
3 tuds?
3 tuds, and not only that, he's a speedy running back, but he's bulky.
Like a bowling ball.
Right. Like he's
yeah.
bulky. It's like Saquon, like kind of a look
Yeah.
to him. Boy, that guy is good. I know, listen, the Raiders are poop. They're not very good team right now, but Genty is that guy. He's that guy. I'm ready to say it.
Yeah, Genty is that guy to me too. Yeah, the Raiders, like you said, they got nice young pieces, but they got to get it fully together.
Right.
But no, I think Ashton Jennings definitely not a bust.
No,
I don't think
CJ,
he's a bust.
sorry,
He's a
bro.
hater.
All right.
I was trying to tell him.
I don't think Ashton Jennings is a bust.
That was the hottest take of the hot takes from the preseason stuff. Was him just saying Genty's going to be a complete bust, and I was like, "Ooh, you sure? You sure? We haven't even seen it yet, right?" And then after like week 1, it was like, "Ooh, maybe something is up with Gent." No, dude, let the guy eat. Give him 20, 25 carries, 20 touches, whatever it is. I don't care if he's got to catch the ball out of the backfield.
Pete Carroll had Marshawn, so he knows what to do.
Exactly.
Except in the Super Bowl at the 1.
Well, yeah, except for the most important play of Pete Carroll's maybe life. At that point, he decides, you know what? We're on the 1. We have Marshawn Lynch. Let's pass the ball. Let's do it. Let's pass the ball. Let's see what happens at that point as well. All right, couple hot take questions for you. I know that you saw my questions beforehand. You cheated. That's okay. I showed you, so it's not really cheating. Worst team in the league right now. Kobe, you're going to answer this one also. New Orleans, Tennessee, or other. Fill in the blank with that. You want Kobe to go first? Or are you ready?
All right. I mean, the worst team in the league.
Sample size is 4 weeks. We're not talking about halfway through. This is just what you've seen so far through this part of the season.
But the Jets might be the worst team.
Okay, so other, right.
The Jets might be the worst team.
They're pretty bad.
They're not only bad, but they get so many penalties.
Oh, you're right.
And they just do so much dumb stuff.
Right.
It's like, I don't know. It might turn into like a dumpster fire over there.
I believe it already
Quick.
is. I believe it.
Quick.
The dumpster's already on fire, and
Justin Fields a little banged up, but I don't know. I think the Titans. We expected the Titans not to be that good,
Right.
and we expected the Saints not to be that good. But the Jets actually had some type of expectations going into the
You
year.
thought it would be something different with Justin
Yeah,
Fields.
so
there
I'm
also,
gonna
right?
say I'm the Jets. Yeah,
Okay.
I think the Jets are the worst team based off what they should be at.
Right.
Now.
Okay. Expectation-wise, yeah, I agree with you on that one. Kobe, what do you think at this point? You taking Tennessee? You taking New Orleans or other? Fill in the blank.
I'm not taking New Orleans. I think so. I think New Orleans is. They're in some games. They like everyone expected them to go winless this year.
I did. Yeah.
I did too,
Right.
but, and they probably might. But
Yeah.
I still don't think they're the worst team. They've definitely surprised some people this year. I think Tennessee is the worst team in the league. They're not helping Cam Ward out at all.
Right.
The guy is running for his life in the backfield. But honorable mention, the Bengals are fucking horrible.
Yeah, they're bad.
Yeah,
They're
the
bad.
Bengals are
Right.
horrible.
Wow, you're right.
That
you want to talk about a
defense,
team with expectations.
horrible.
I know
Yeah.
Burrow's hurt. I get that. So listen. Any NFL team, you take the starting quarterback off, they're going to be worse. They're just going to be worse. I don't care. Even New Orleans, they lose Rattler. They're going to be, like any of those teams. Cam Ward leaves Tennessee, they're going to look even worse than they are now. But man, oh man, that's something weird to look at that point when you talk about that Bengals team. Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, Chase Brown, like they have some dogs on that team. That defense is really bad. That offensive line is really bad. And now without Burrow to save their asses, it goes back to, and this is going to sound weird, but it goes back to like the first couple of years of Peyton Manning, where Peyton Manning knew his offensive line stunk. You played wide receiver. You get it. When your quarterback knows the offensive line stinks, they're going to be quick passes. He's going to try to get the ball out really quick. Woo! That team is so bad. I don't care, Jake Browning or not, or if Joe Burrow's back. Joe Burrow probably struggled with this team as it is also. So it's just weird seeing the Bengals. But that's a really good honorable mention to throw in there also. Yeah, the Bengals are pretty bad. They are pretty bad.
They haven't scored a touchdown in a minute, I don't think.
Can you imagine having Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, Chase Brown, and you can't score points? Like it just make it make sense.
That defense is like Jordan Battle is a good player.
Okay, so
Jordan Battle's
they have
awesome,
some sprinkled.
but everyone
good,
else
bad, right?
has been
When you're naming
horrible.
one good player on the defense, you know you don't have a good defense.
Exactly.
Okay, I'm just saying that. All right, let's flip it around. Best team in the league right now: Buffalo, Philly, or fill in the blank with other. It's a tough one here too. Because if you're going to pick other,
undefeated.
Buffalo and Philly both undefeated. I think they're the last two undefeated teams in the league
It's
right now.
crazy. I want to pick a team that Philly beat. Like for real, I like the Rams.
You were on
I
the
really
Rams
do
last
like-
week
I
too.
really
You
like
said it
that.
last week too, right?
I really like the Rams. I know they lost to Philly on that end of the game thing, but I think the Rams I think they're gonna be something to deal with going forward. I'm gonna take the Rams.
Kobe?
I just think it's hard to pick against the Eagles. Like the Eagles win against the Rams, there might be an asterisk next to it.
Right.
Just because how many games are going to be decided like that. I think if they played that same game, the Rams win 6 out of 10 times
Yeah,
probably.
I believe that.
It's just hard to pick against the Eagles. And even they're going through shit right now.
Yeah.
Everyone's asking AJ Brown, are you upset for
Right.
like being here?
And they still win.
They're
Yeah,
trying to
it's-
bait him to say something stupid,
Exactly.
and I'm glad
He's
he hasn't said
handling it
anything
really
stupid
well.
yet, right?
I don't know. It's hard to pick against the Eagles, and I think the Bills surprise everyone every week too. Because you don't look at the Bills and say this team has an elite defense, but
Right. Somehow, some way
got
they
it.
pull through. Right.
they're plugging and playing guys in the secondary. They look great, and their offensive line is always going to hold up. Josh Allen's always going to hold up. And
Right.
He makes receivers that are on practice squads a year ago look great.
They do. Well, listen, if Josh Allen and James Cook stay healthy all season long, and that's a hard thing to do for any team to keep healthy all season long. They, too, stay healthy. I think Buffalo's the best team in the league right now. That defense will get a little bit better, I think, and healthier. But Josh Allen right now with James Cook, the way James Cook right now is making a very big case for being the best running back in the league. Like, he is just he's catching the ball in the backfield. He's running hard. It's very interesting how
He led the
Buffalo's
league
taking
in
it.
touchdowns last year.
Right. So he's making a good case for saying, I am the top dog in this league at this position with a lot of really good players at that position as well. Any other hot takes you want to throw out there about what happened before we get on to the picks? Because this is where I'm going to need the most help when it comes to the picks at this point.
I think the Chiefs go on a run. Yeah, I think the
Patrick
Chiefs
Mahomes playing pretty well,
I think
too.
the Chiefs go on a run. Rashi Rice coming back
Yep.
too, worthy, healthy. I think the Chiefs are going to go on a nice little run starting last game.
And I'll tell you, without the fact that, a couple of years back, Kelsey might have been the best weapon in the league, and now he's not. He's kind of worn down, whatever. Patrick Mahomes finds a way. When you have a really good quarterback, sometimes that's all it takes in the NFL.
They got too much speed, bro.
A lot of speed. A lot. You know how dangerous that is, giving Pat Mahomes weapons? Like,
Yeah,
if he has no weapons, he still does pretty
about,
well.
Yeah, in about 2 weeks, he's going to have everybody.
That's going to be scary
out
for the
there.
rest of the league.
And
It's gonna-
that hasn't happened yet. There hasn't
Right.
been. I think Rashi Rice, Worthy, and Hollywood Brown have played 4 snaps together.
Oh,
Like some
God.
crazy
That's
stat.
sick.
Like only 4 snaps.
And then
They
when
all
their
been
3
hurt.
are out there.
Yeah, that's
And,
insane.
and by the way, Pacheco's having a bad season, too. Like, there is no run game for Kansas City either. So imagine if that does pick up a little bit, too. Kansas City might be on one of those runs again this year. I think you might be right on to something with a run for Kansas City for the rest of this season. All right, let's do our picks here. I know that JT and CJ have sent in their picks. How are we going to do that? Are you going to say their picks first before me and Peezy go, or me and Peezy
I
going to
want
go?
I want to hear their picks after.
After. Okay.
Yeah.
That's
You
that's
guys go
dangerous.
first,
That's kind
so-
of scary.
I'll read
Because
the
last
line.
week I chased everybody and lost bad. Like, it was bad. It was bad. Like, it's actually probably better to do this than to actually hear the picks, because then I might want to pick the same team CJ had, and I went right against him. It's one of those weeks, fellas. One
I
of those
bet
weeks.
CJ straight up that he would go under 500. He won fair and square, but also very soft move of him to not go double or nothing.
Right. He should have.
He's not going 500. He's not going better than
At that
500.
point,
He's
you
not
just
doing it this week. He's
Right.
not.
At that point, you do it. All right, so Kobe's going to read some of the games out. Me, Peezy, and Kobe will pick, and then we'll give out CJ and JT's picks after that as well. By the way, start us off with how bad I'm doing and how good
Oh,
everyone
yeah.
else is doing.
We can
Right.
run through the records real quick.
Might as well run through them, right?
We're going to go by win percentage because Peezy joined us a little late.
I'll be
so-
last then. Yeah, that'll be me
Well,
as
I
last.
think either
then.
way, you'd be last.
I'll just sit over here in the corner and just wait for my name to be called. Right.
First place, CJ, 41 and 23. That's his 64% win percentage.
41 and 23 is actually
It's a crazy record.
He'd be-
Against the
he'd be
spread. All this
crushing
is
the Hard
against the
Rock
spread.
app
too.
right now. You took all that right.
Peezy 20 and 12,
Woo.
63%.
Late
Against the spread.
Peezy comes in late. And he's 20 and 12. God damn.
Myself and JT tied at 33 and 31, 52%. And then the lone wolf, the caboose, radio is 30 and 34, 47%.
It's time for that comeback, boys. Like, Kansas City's going to go on a run. So is radio right now, folks. Here it starts today.
I'm going
Folks.
to continue this now.
Starts today. Let's go. I'm excited for this. All right,
Thursday
so
night.
we'll start off with Thursday night. We'll get to the 1 o'clock, 4 o'clock action, and we'll end off KC Jacksonville. I believe it's Monday Night Football, right? Yeah, okay. Let's do it.
Thursday night in LA, Peezy's Rams hosting the Niners. The Rams are 8-point favorites tonight.
Wow.
Rams by 2 teddies.
Oh, yeah. See, I like the Rams in this one, too, but I kind of want to go against
These
Peezy, but I
Thursday
can't do
night
it.
games has been low
They're
key.
weird ones.
They've been like, you can't overthink these games.
Right,
The Rams. On a short week.
Short week.
With Mac Jones playing.
right.
He's been playing all right, but Rams defense is going crazy, and they got the best receiver in the league, Puka.
And if their number 2 guy is Devontae Adams,
Exactly.
that's scary. And,
And
Kyron
then
Williams running the ball.
Tutu had a 90-yard touchdown like that. The
That's-
Rams are crazy.
Right, Rams. You're right. I honestly think that in the grand scheme of things right now, Rams stay healthy, scary team at the end of the season, especially if Stafford's cooking all season long also. Right.
Facts.
Yeah, I'm going Rams too.
Yeah.
I'm taking
You're
Rams.
taking
Yeah.
Rams too. All right. CJ also on the Rams.
Damn it.
JT on San Fran.
Good. I'll pick one up on him. Yeah.
I'm gonna go San Fran here. I don't know why. But I think
Perfect answer.
Too many
Perfect
people are
answer.
on the Rams.
Right.
I think
I don't know who Mac Jones is gonna throw to tonight.
Yeah.
But I think this is a McCaffrey. Hey, I'm Christian McCaffrey game.
Okay. Listen, he catch the
Don't
ball in
love
the
that pick
backfield.
at all, but
Right.
it's like too many people on the Rams got to go Niners, but it's like I don't know.
Yeah,
I think the Rams carry the public to victory today.
Yeah, I'm with Peezy here. I'm jumping on
Tough
a
loss
Peezy train
last
right now.
week.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Mac Jones isn't as bad as we all think.
Maybe.
No, you're right.
He might still be as bad as we all think.
It's
He's
probably
pretty
true.
bad. Has the
All
clock
right.
strike midnight yet? Has he turned into a pumpkin yet? What's going on there? Right.
All right, we're headed to London with the Vikings still in Europe. They're gonna, I guess, be hosted by the Browns. The Browns, the home team, 9:30 in the morning on Sunday in London. The Browns are a 3.5-point underdog.
Whew.
That half point is kind of scary because the final score of this game might be 3-0.
Right.
Thank
You're
God they
right.
put
You're
this
not
one in
even
London.
You ain't even lying. You ain't even lying. I'll tell you what. I'll even start with this one also. I know that Minnesota is having a little. Carson Wentz is still the quarterback for Minnesota, but I'm taking Carson Wentz over Dylan Gabriel in his first game. It is a rookie's first start in the league, always a little bit tough. Might be a catch up to the speed, and not saying Dylan Gabriel might not be a good quarterback. Guy could be a really good quarterback. I have no idea. He does play for the Browns. That already is a disadvantage for him. He is making his first start overseas. Going to be a little bit of a disadvantage for him. I like the fact it's only 3.5 and not more than that. I thought that maybe this game would be 6.5, maybe like something like that. I like Minnesota in this one.
Yeah, I like Minnesota too because, I mean, Brian Flores against a rookie quarterback in his first game.
You know what? That's the thunder I should have thrown out there.
What the Vikings did to Jake Browning. They scored twice.
Yeah.
The defense. So I'm going to take the Vikings.
CJ and JT obviously both on Minnesota as well.
Don't do it.
No, I can't do
Don't do it.
I can't pick the Browns.
I know sometimes you want to be the one guy. You can't. Just chalk it up and just
I can't
get
pick
it
the
on.
Browns.
Right.
I like Flores and O'Connell against the rookie quarterback.
No, Peasy's point was I almost wish I didn't say anything exactly what Peasy said. Flores against a rookie quarterback.
Yeah.
Give me Flores 10 times out of 10, not 9. Right.
Only thing I worry about is the injuries in Minnesota. Defense really banged up. I hope Van Ginkel is back because he'll cause a ruckus.
Yeah.
Rushing from either side.
Right. Don't matter. Right.
And I worry about the O-line. They lost Brian O'Neill last week. They lost another O-lineman last week. But I don't know. I still think Minnesota can pull this out.
Myles Garrett is a dog.
I'm actually more comfortable with Wentz than McCarthy.
I don't disagree.
Honestly.
Wow.
I don't disagree.
Honestly.
All right. Next game we got the Ravens hosting
tough game.
Houston. The Ravens hosting Houston. Our first game of the 1 o'clock slate. 2-point underdogs at home. The Ravens likely without Lamar, likely without half of the secondary. And
so Lamar's like
some
not
of the front
playing.
seven.
He's doubtful.
Lamar is.
I would assume he's probably questionable, and then because I don't want to give it up yet, but if he's even halfway banged up, you can't play him this week.
On the app, on Hard Rock right now, Cooper Rush is the quarterback that they have props for. So I assume Cooper Rush is the starter.
He looked terrible.
Yeah, this isn't 4 years ago. Cooper Rush.
Derrick Henry's playing though.
Henry playing, yeah.
Yep. He'll have 40 carries in this game.
A couple injuries to the O-line though. Ronnie Stanley's on the injury report too.
Still going to get 30 carries. Derrick Henry's still going to run the rock. Right.
Ravens plus 2.5. We go on the closing line, right?
Yeah. I don't think it'll move much, to be honest with you.
I think it'll get to 3, hopefully.
Maybe, right. Maybe at that point.
I'm going to take the Ravens.
I knew you would. Didn't matter, right? I'm going Houston. I'm going to take Houston this one. I think CJ gets off the schneid right now. Baltimore's defense is scaring the bleep out of me. And and maybe CJ finally gets off this week and has a game. If he doesn't this week, I'm done with Houston the rest of the season.
That weird NFL game, Ravens win.
Right. Could happen.
They need it.
Cooper Rush. That's it, right?
They need it.
CJ and JT on Houston.
Oh, damn it.
I need
this
that
kills
game bad.
me.
Yes.
Because I hate picking the Ravens, but like Peezy said, this is just one of those weird games where the Ravens without Lamar, they're gonna sneak one or two out. And I think
Could
the
be this.
Texans. I generally think the Texans, even though their defense has some star-studded names, I think they're one of the worst teams in the league. Too.
No,
We
they're
talked
right there.
about it.
But they're bottom 5 or
bottom
6.
five.
Yeah, they are. They are.
They have looked horrible every week. Their
Right.
O-line is terrible.
Yep.
And the Ravens aren't that banged up on the D-line, so I think they could still get after the quarterback. And CJ
You
has
got a
another
young
up
stud
there.
run that ball now. Woody
Bro,
Marks.
Derrick
It's Woody
Henry-
Marks running the
Derrick
ball.
Henry
Let's go.
knows. Derrick Henry knows this game's on him, bro.
Yeah.
It's on him.
Listen,
bro.
2 games this year. Basically, you want to go back and blame somebody for possible bad mistake. It's Derrick Henry.
Like, Derrick Henry need a win out of you this
Right.
week.
This is a Derrick Henry game.
Yeah, this is like I said.
Yeah.
This is a game where you're going to look at the stats at the end of the game. You're going to see Derrick Henry have 31 rushes or 31 touches at that. He doesn't catch the ball a lot. So it'll be like 30 rushes, maybe 180 yards, like something stupid, right? Breaks
that.
one big 65, 70-yard run. If you do like Baltimore, I just think that at some point C.J. Stroud's got to wake up. At some point, this offense has to wake up. Nico Collins is on that team. It's not like you're throwing the ball to nobody.
Nah, facts.
Like, get the ball to Nico. I don't care if Nico has to have 35 targets in this game. Give him more touches than Derrick Henry at this point.
Damn, this is
Alright.
a tough slate.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I said they were both on Houston.
Yep.
All right, next game we got is the Colts hosting the Raiders. The Colts are 6.5-point favorites coming off a loss to the Rams.
Colts got a pretty good defense.
Colts defense is
Colts defense
super
is
underrated.
pretty good,
O-line
right.
super underrated.
Right. And what's it, 6.5, you said?
6.5 currently.
I'm going to take the Raiders in the points.
Begging you to take the Colts.
I'm taking the Raiders in the points. I'm riding the Genty and Bowers train until it falls off the cliff at this point, or the Geno Smith train until it falls off a cliff at this point. I'm taking the Raiders.
Colts, Raiders. Great. Colts are at home
Colts
Yep.
are at home.
Coming off a loss
Coming off a 7
and laying less than a touchdown, right?
versus the Rams.
Peezy, we need to have like the effects of like the stuff going around in Peasy's head right now. The math equations, yeah, like the Rain Man
Alan
syndrome
from
at this
the-
point. He's just like looking in the air, right? That's it.
Alan from the Hangover.
Right from the hangover. right.
I'm gonna I just hope the Raiders don't lose by more than 6. I'm gonna take the Raiders.
They could. They might. Daniel Jones.
CJ and JT both on Indy.
All right, I feel better about my pick now. We can maybe pick one up, Peas. Maybe.
I think that this could be a don't overthink a game, and B, this is the game that the Colts either show me that they're the real deal or they're not, because Vegas sucks, banged up on the O line,
Right.
their defense is bad, outside of Max Crosby.
That's it.
But I don't know. I think they're begging you to take Indy, but I think Indy could win this game by 2 tutties.
Need that one. I need that one for the standings. Yeah, I need it.
Next game we got
That's
one of the better
huge.
games of the week. The
I'm not
Denver
confident.
Broncos head to Philly.
Oh,
Eagles 3.5-point favorites currently. Looks like it's trending towards the Eagles going to 4-point favorites. But Eagles at home 3.5.
Eagles.
yeah, I'm gonna go with Eagles too.
This might be the lock of the week.
Yeah, the Eagles. I
They
mean,
were last week.
Hey, wait,
I
my
said
lock
last-
of the week's been hitting too.
I know.
I
That's why I'm
just-
glad I went second to this one. I'll take Philly also. Give me a side of Philly, thank you very much. Some extra ranch dressing on the side too. I'll take Philly.
Broncos feeling themselves, man. Y'all
Yeah.
played the Bengals last week,
Right.
right?
Right.
Come into Philly. Hey, boy, I like Philly by 10
Yeah. Like
plus.
Philly. I mean, only 3.5. Only it's 3.5 in this one. I'll take
Yeah.
Philly. Right.
At home, right?
Yeah, at
Mhm.
home.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's a bad
That
spread.
That should be 6.5 minimum.
That
or
means
maybe even
people are out
7.5.
here betting on the Broncos.
Yes, they're
Sean
taking the
Payne got a
Broncos.
good fan base, like something.
it
Um,
does.
Jalen Carter questionable. Lane Johnson questionable. Denver's got a couple of defensive guys out. I think Denver keeps it close, but I think Philly can win this game by 4 plus. I don't know. I just said the same thing, or the opposite thing, but
Right.
I don't know. I think Philly wins this game by 4 or 5 exactly.
What did the other guys take? What did CJ and
Oh,
JT
my
take?
bad.
No, it's okay. Now,
CJ took the Broncos and JT took Philly. CJ's the lone wolf here.
okay, I kind of like that. We all need to pick one up on CJ, so that's good. Let's
Yeah,
go.
that's true.
Got it. Or if he wins that one, we're all in big trouble. Right?
Next game we got Dallas traveling to MetLife Stadium. The Jets hosting Dallas, 2.5-point underdogs. The Jets.
This is the toilet bowl. Dallas and the Jets. I'll tell you what I like in this game: the over. I feel like no one's playing defense in this game. What's the over under 200? I got the over. I'll take 201. At
47.5, one of the highest
Yeah.
of the week.
Right, of course it is. Both teams are terrible on defense. Jets recover or Dallas comes back from a tie.
I'm going Cowboys, bro. Dak's been playing actually really good football.
CD's out, right? CD's gonna be out. Yeah.
CD's still out.
Yeah.
Dak's been dealing though. Turpin's dealing with a little injury. He might not play, but either way, he got George Pickens out there, and Dak. I think Dak throws 3 touchdowns this week. I'm taking Dallas -2.5.
Yeah.
Dallas.
It would be really something if I took the Jets in anything right now. The Jets could be playing Nova High School down the street. I'd probably take Nova in the
Dolphins
points.
just beat the Jets,
Right.
guys.
Right. Jet, you're right. We go back to that and say Peezy might be right. The Jets may be the worst team in the league right now. I'm taking Dallas in this one. CeeDee Lamb or not, I'm taking Dallas.
JT and CJ also on Dallas. Makes me sick, but I'm going to take the Jets.
Oh, wow.
I think this could be a game Fields runs everywhere.
Hey, Dallas
Runs
defense
all over the
stinks.
place.
Right, this could
Garrett
be one.
Wilson, he could have 15 catches for 200 yards.
Sure hope
and 2
so.
touchdowns in this game. Like you're saying, there's going to be a lot of points scored. I think the Jets defense is better than Dallas' defense by a significant amount.
Dallas defense terrible.
I think Dak has a little bit of trouble here. Give me the Jets.
If only Dallas had a guy, like a pass rusher like Micah Parsons.
And
They only had a guy.
a couple
like
more
that,
players in the secondary. They need to.
Yeah, and then Pat Surtain and Sam Madison maybe also in there too. Right?
Sam
That's
Madison.
it, yeah.
All right, next game. Radio's Dolphins travel to Carolina. The Dolphins 1-point favorites in Carolina on the road.
I'm taking Dolphins.
Ride the wave. The momentum's going. Carolina's stinky. Dolphins are stinky too, but Carolina's stinky as well. This is going to be the Jalen Waddle game. It's going to be the Jalen Waddle. He is going to be, I think, this week pushing to show everyone that he is he could be a number one guy. Sitting behind Tyreek for a couple of years. He could be a number one guy, but he's never really been able to show it. As long as Jalen Waddle stays healthy the rest of the season, I think he's going to have a good one. But Dolphins -1. I think Dolphins win by a field goal at least.
Last week we all picked the Dolphins, and this week we're all going to pick the Dolphins again. I don't think the Dolphins are as bad as they were the last 3 weeks. I think we're going to see that the next 3 weeks, as you brought up the schedule last week, and on a couple other shows that we do.
Yeah.
I think the Dolphins are good, and I love what if you didn't listen to the Fantasy Football Podcast, Radio said that he's got some inside info that the Dolphins are using Achane in the slot and having Ollie playing a little bit in the backfield. I love that move.
Yeah, me too.
Achane is amazing. I love the way they're going to use him, and I think he's going to be a guy that gets 7 catches a game, 8 catches a game.
They're going to have to use him as a dog the rest of the season. You lose Tyreek Hill, someone else got to step up a little bit. Achane's been the monster on that offense all season long so far. His role is just going to be moved up a little bit. Yeah, what I'm hearing is the fact that there's going to be some packages where they possibly have Ollie on the field and Achane kind of running around and catching balls. He's a good receiver. Why not use him
100%.
for his strengths at this point? You have nothing to lose if you're the Dolphins at this point. Try out something else. The only thing you're going to lose at this point is in the contract negotiations when Achane comes up and says, by the way, I'm your number 1 receiver and I'm your number 1 running back at that point. So there
He
you
should
go.
be paid like one. If you find him in the flat, you find him catching balls from the backfield, that guy's going to...
He gets so many targets.
Exactly.
So many targets. He's gonna have in this game, I'm guessing between 30 and 32, like 33 targets. Like he's gonna have not all passes. He's gonna touch the ball like 33 times. I think.
As he should.
Yeah.
All right. Last game of the 1 o'clock slate. Another one of Peezy's teams, the Giants. The Giants are traveling to New Orleans.
Don't even ask. We know where Peezy's taking.
The Giants are 1.5-point underdogs going to New Orleans.
New Orleans is a favorite against anybody?
New Orleans is a favorite.
Is Drew Brees playing this week?
He's not.
Is Archie Manning playing this week for that team? Is Spencer Rattler still the quarterback of that team? And they're the favorite against anybody? Did they not know about the Giants' defensive line? If they eat a little bit, Rattler's in big trouble.
Scatterbo and Jackson Dart.
Scatterbo, the new future of that Giants team, right? I'm going Giants also. Not even a question to me.
Giants, money line, baby.
Giants getting points against the Saints.
Getting 1.5 points.
I'd actually feel offended if my team is playing the Saints
I ain't
right
gonna
now
lie.
and
This
getting
is one of
points.
them bets that, like, wow.
Don't overthink it? Or
nah, it's like
scary?
I'm going with Giants regardless, but it's just making me think that I think Vegas thinks New Orleans is going to win.
It's scary.
It makes you think, right?
Yeah.
When it's weird, what do you
Yeah.
do? You take why it's weird.
Right.
No reason the Saints should be favored over anybody.
Anybody,
They
right.
might not even be favored over a college team.
Right.
Give me the Saints.
Yeah.
Why are they favored against anybody?
Right,
I'm
you're
taking
right.
the Giants though. Bro.
Giants for me
Just
also.
because
Right.
they like we gonna fight.
Where are the
this.
two other doggies pick? Who did they pick in this
They
one?
both picked the Giants.
Yeah,
There's
it's
no
just
reason
one
why I
of
love
those
the
ones.
Saints.
Right? It's just one of those
I love
ones.
the
We're all
Saints.
losing
This is a
one.
crazy
Kobe's
one.
picking up his.
love the
Kobe's
Saints.
gonna pick it up, right?
Saints might be a lot.
Right. Saints by 2 tutties in this one. You're right.
All
That's a
right.
good one.
Damn.
We're headed to Seattle at 4:00. Seattle hosting Tampa Bay. Great game. Seattle a 3-point favorite. Looks like they're gonna go to 3.5.
All right, this game when I checked, seen the spreads. Was Baker Mayfield hurt?
No, he's playing. And I think he was a little banged up after.
I'm
the
like,
As long as
game
he's,
before the
as long as
I
he's
seen
still
the
got one
spread.
leg.
I'm like, wait, Tampa Bay 3-point underdogs.
He is on the injury report. Baker, Bucky.
Bucky's out.
Bucky's out.
Bucky's
right.
out.
Shad White's been playing pretty good too in
Yeah.
the backup role. Yeah.
And they got Sean Tucker. I mean, it's hard for me not to take Baker Mayfield with like 4 points. That's kind of crazy. That means he could lose and still I win the. I'm going Bucks plus 3.5.
I mean, Baker's my dark horse MVP candidate for the season. I'm going to go with Tampa. You're going to be Baker and the points. I think I got to go there also. I hate agreeing with Peezy on everyone, but
Yeah,
he is speaking some truth at this point.
Nah, this is a scary week. It's either gonna be my best week or my worst week. That could add to.
Well,
Especially with the Saints and Seattle game. Like,
Yeah.
that's
Both you
crazy.
guys on Tampa, right?
yeah, I'm taking
Yeah.
Tampa.
Yeah, CJ on Seattle, JT on Tampa. The line's begging you to take Tampa, but I don't see how you don't. Tampa didn't cover last week. They had a
Right.
tough game against the Eagles, a little bit banged up. No Bucky, like you said, but this is Baker in the fourth quarter we're talking about, and the Seahawks got to come back to earth a little bit.
Let the dog loose. Let Baker loose.
Not
That's
yet.
it.
The Seahawks win. It's by 3.
Field goal at the end
Fine,
of the
and
game
we
or something,
covered.
right? Yeah. That's
Exactly.
it. That's it.
The stinker game of the week, Tennessee.
There's one worse than Miami, Carolina?
Yes.
Wow.
This one might be worse than Miami, Carolina. Tennessee traveling to Arizona.
Ooh, you're right.
Arizona minus 7.5 at home.
Give me Tennessee. I think they get their first win of the season. So I'm definitely taking 7.5.
I'm finally going against Peezy on this one. Arizona, not a very good team. Tennessee, a really bad team at this point. I do like Peasy's kind of, this will be the week to get the win, and I get that. I think Arizona wins this one. I think Arizona is going to cover that 7.5. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with Peezy. I don't.
It's a lot of points.
They got to cover.
Yeah, it's a lot of points. Right. Yeah. I
If
mean,
anything,
They
this
got
is
to
the
show
Super
out one
Bowl.
game.
Like,
Yeah, they
Right.
got to show out one game. Arizona, I think, is one of the most overrated teams in the league offensively. I don't like their offense. Down Trey Benson now too. So they got DeMercado, and I don't even know who's the other running
Right.
back there. Is it Michael Carter?
Yeah. And I ain't gonna lie, Marvin Harrison, I don't know. His body language is weird.
something's up with him, right? It
He's
just
got the
seems
yips.
like it.
He got
Even
the
when
yips.
he like scored, like it's
he
like
didn't care. Yeah.
his body language is like, I don't know. I'm taking.
I think that's kind of how his dad was also. Marvin Harrison Sr. was just kind of like catch the ball, score a touchdown, go to the sidelines guy. Like that's just how he was. I wouldn't meet Marvin Harrison in the street and call him any names or anything because we know about what happens there. But past that, yeah. Does have a couple charges, you know what I mean?
All
Love you,
right.
Marvin.
Speaking of Chargers,
Good transition. Well done.
the
That was a
Chargers,
professional. That was very professional by you right there. I
the
set you up well.
Chargers hosting the Commanders. The Chargers minus 2.5 at home.
Jaden Daniels he's trending to play, right?
Jaden Daniels likely to play. It looks like he's practiced all week.
I'm taking the Chargers bounce back here. Chargers win after a crazy loss to New York.
Right.
Let's Jim,
God, I want to take Washington so bad in here if Jane Daniels is coming back, but I feel like you're right about the Chargers after a bad loss like that. Nope, sticking with the gut. I'm going to go with Jane's playing. I'm going to take Washington in this one. I think Jane comes back, has a good game. Chargers defense a little sus sometimes.
Oh, by the way, they were both on Tennessee. I don't know if I said
Oh,
that.
good. Okay.
They were both on Tennessee, and in this game, they're both on LA. LA kind of banged up. Joe Alt hurt now. He's not going to play, I don't think. Just injuries on the O-line. Derwin James is questionable as well. I think I'm still going to go with the Chargers here. I think they got too much power on offense, and the Commanders' defense is not good. So give me that Chargers.
Yep.
Next game, we got Detroit traveling to Cincy, one of the worst teams in the league, like we talked about. Cincy, a 10-point underdog.
Yeah, it could be 17. I think I'd still take Detroit in this game. I don't think Cincinnati can put up any points. I'm taking Detroit in this one.
Who's starting for the Jake Browning still?
Jake Browning's still starting, yeah.
It's tough. It's really
It's
tough.
10.5.
Yeah, it's a lot of points, though. A lot of points.
And it's in Cincinnati?
In Cincinnati, yeah.
I just look at this and think Detroit could put up 40 minimum.
Detroit could put up 40 on anybody. And
Right.
They have.
Right. And Cincy's defense is very suspect, and
defense not
Cincy's
good.
offense is even more sus than their defense. I like Detroit in this one.
Detroit burned me last week. This is one of my L's. I took Cleveland plus 9.5.
I know.
Now they made it 10.5 for the Bengals
Bengals are pooping.
on the road.
Bengals scored 3 against Denver, and they were lucky to get 3.
They scored 3 in the last 2 weeks.
Right.
I'm going with the Bengals.
I like that pick.
Just because I'm just like, yeah, I'm
At
just
some
going
point they
against
gotta-
Detroit again.
Yeah,
There's 2 times.
that's it. I
They
get it.
covering
You're bound
10
to win at some point.
they covering
Right,
10 point
right.
spreads every week.
Right.
All right, they
Exactly.
got it.
Both of them on Detroit, JT and CJ. I'm with Peezy. I'm going Cincinnati. Too many points.
It's a lot of points in the NFL. You're right.
The Lions, like you said, this is the NFL. The Bengals are an NFL team, kind of.
Right. Kind of. Right.
All we need is one Jamar Chase touchdown.
Exactly. This
Hopefully.
screams
And then you're up
this
17.
screams
You're almost 18
backdoor
points.
cover. This screams
Right.
backdoor cover. Lions are due for a down week. They've
Yeah.
covered 10-point spreads multiple times. They beat powerhouse teams. Like we're still calling the Ravens a powerhouse team, and they beat them by 8. They put up 50 on the Bears. They put up over 34 the last 3 weeks. I think this is a week that they kind of have a little take it off
Yep.
week. But this is David Montgomery's first time ever playing at home in Cincinnati from Cincinnati. So give me Montgomery anytime.
That's a good one. I like that, by the way. I'd
The
like
internet. Thank you to the internet.
Hopefully Jake Brown has like a
This is a Chase Brown game.
2 touchdowns.
that. The Chase Brown game. Oh,
This
man.
could be the Chase Brown game.
That's it.
Hopefully.
He needs
Pray.
something, man.
Pray
God,
for
he
the
needs
Chase
something.
Brown
Right. Who's he running behind, though? He's running behind, like, me and Zach in the other room. That's about it.
You're not wrong. We got just the 2 primetime games left. The Patriots travel to Buffalo. The Bills 7.5-point favorites at home in the white unis, the rivalry unis.
I'm going Patriots. Stephon Diggs, revenge game.
Oh, very nice. That's exactly why I'm going the opposite way. It's the revenge game on Steph Diggs. Buffalo's going to say, we don't really need you here. We're good. We're thanks very much. James Cook is cooking right now. Josh Allen is playing well, although they broke my heart last week because they couldn't beat the hell out of the Saints. There was a lot of points there. I'm gonna go Bills here. Bills ain't losing on prime time, and I think they cover. I think they win by 10.
We got a split. CJ on Buffalo, JT on New England. Both of you guys split as well. New England, Buffalo.
You gotta break the tie somehow.
I'm gonna go Buffalo. I think they had their little take it off game. They played the Saints. They won by 11. That's
Right.
a team that if they play the Saints 10 times, 9 times, they probably win by 20.
Right.
And the Patriots just put up 40 on the Panthers. Panthers not a good team, but
Panthers stinky.
Patriots can't put up 40.
I mean, if the
can't keep up
if the
with
Patriots
shootout
put
with
up
the Bills.
40 on the Panthers and the Panthers put up 40 basically on the Falcons, I mean they're
Who's the Falcons player?
right.
They're on a bye.
They're on a
actually.
bye.
By this
Falcons
week.
bye,
Pitts are on the bye, right? Yeah.
Falcons by
Bijan.
Packers
First
bye,
bye week.
Steelers
First
bye.
bye week of the season. Yeah.
And I got Bijan on my team.
Yeah, me too. Not happy. Not happy. Come on, not happy at all.
Last game of the week, we got a game that Zach, Grant, Bugsy, and Max will be at in Jacksonville. The Jags host the Chiefs. The Chiefs are 3.5-point favorites currently.
Feel bad they're making the trip. It's gonna be an unhappy flight home at this point. I think Kansas City wins by 10, maybe even more than that at this point. Kansas City's just playing good right now. When Patrick Mahomes is playing Patrick Mahomes ball, he's I don't care what defense is playing against him, you better scheme it up that you can get to him and get to him quick. I like Kansas City in this. I think Kansas City's on one of those, like Peezy said before, they're getting ready to make a little bit of a run here. And as long as they get healthy and start to get even more healthy, I like that defense, nice young defense. They're playing pretty well. Not great, but playing okay. Enough to beat the Jags by possibly double digits. I think, I think Kansas City should be favored by 9.5. I'd still take them.
This probably we could stamp this play as the lock of the week.
Oh, I like it. Boom.
Kansas City -3.5. Like I said, I think the Chiefs are gonna make a run, and Worthy's back out there. Thornton's been going deep. Juju's been contributing, and like you said, Pat Mahomes is playing good ball.
Cooking.
And then the Chiefs defense, they usually make it happen. So I'm gonna take Kansas City here. I think they could win by double digits.
Yeah. I mean, Peezy said it perfectly. I think this comes down to which team has the better defense, and it's definitely the Chiefs.
Right.
Also, the Jags got a couple bad injuries. Trevon Walker, he just had wrist surgery, and they're saying he could play this week, which I think would be a horrible decision. He's been awesome for them, so why waste him 1 week?
Right.
I know it's a huge game, but that's a guy you want on the field the rest of the season. Eric Murray, questionable with a neck injury in the backfield, and then a couple other players on their defense on the injury report. I just think this is the Chiefs start the run game, and they cover 3.5.
Seems low.
Like right when you forget about them is when they
Right.
let you know who they back are again. This is the game where you remember like, oh wait, that's
Especially on prime
That's
time.
Pat Mahomes.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Prime time on the road.
Yeah, Chiefs 41, Jags 17.
Yeah, they'd be lucky if they get 17 at this point. No, I think it's going to be a fun one to watch anyway, but I think Pat Mahomes now is getting ready. I think Pat Mahomes likes when the rest of the league is being talked about as like the best
honestly,
teams in the
bro,
league.
I don't like how the Jags are using Travis Hunter right now. Well, I don't like how the Jags are using anyone on offense.
Offensively, the pass game has not been great.
The only
run
bright
game's
star
been
has been Travis Etienne.
Etienne,
Like, Travis
yeah,
Etienne all of a sudden has
facts.
woken up from whatever kind of sleeping slump he's been in the last couple of years, or how that offense has run. I know that they have a really quirky coach, but that guy, the run game for Tampa when he was there, and the run game for Jacksonville, he knows how to put together and scheme a little run there. So Travis Etienne's gonna be fine. But problem is, you got Brian Thomas, you got Travis Hunter, you have a good offense, you got some weapons. He doesn't know how to use those
can't
guys.
I'll
get
say
Right.
this. I hear it from the big fella
Right.
all day long.
Right.
It's the Brian Thomas Jr. drops. They're calling him BT drops now.
No,
I don't.
trade him to the Dolphins. We'll
I don't.
take
I don't. Yeah, exactly.
Right.
I don't want to blame him the whole time. I
No.
think. I don't know. I'm no genius, but I'd love it if that offense used the tight end and just made the offense super easy for Trevor. Work around the tight end, short passes over the middle. Travis is quick, like you said. I don't love the way they're using Travis. I feel like all the passes he's catching is in the flat. Let him run
Right.
over the middle of the field.
Facts.
Just get him the ball. I don't know how whatever you got to do to get him the ball. It's one of those teams where
They're not getting their best players on offense
Right.
the ball.
get your superstars, get your
Receiving
stars the
wise,
ball like that. And like I said, if Etienne is cooking like he is, use it to your advantage. Play action and use your guys. Get Brian Thomas down the field one-on-one. And if they're double teaming Brian Thomas, throw Travis Hunt. You didn't draft him 3rd overall to think about what you're going to do with him. You draft him 3rd overall to throw his ass out there and use him as a weapon. Use him as a damn weapon at this point. Liam Cohen. Duval. Whatever the hell you said. Yeah.
All right,
Not
that's
there,
the
there.
last game on the slate.
All right, so that's our picks for this week. For the two guys on vacation at this point, I want to say CJ's on vacation. He's actually working right now in the other room, and he's not happy he's not in here. For CJ, for JT out in Vegas, who knows what he's doing. Kobe in the back, the faceless voice that you hear every single week here as well. And for my partner in crime this week, Peezy, this is radio. This has been the Football Guys podcast for week 5 of the NFL season. Make sure you download, subscribe, comment, like, hate, whatever you want. Just comment on there. We'd like to see it, and we'd like to interact with you guys as well. If you're watching the video stuff on YouTube, we appreciate it. If you're listening to our audio ones on Spotify or Apple or wherever you get them, we appreciate that as well. Tell your mom, tell your dad, tell your friends, tell the neighbor you don't like all about us. We'll take anything we could take at this point. For the guys here, this has been another edition of the Football Guys podcast, week 5 on the Live in a Dollar Podcast Network.